You're watching WTPA TV 21 Alive News at 5 with Keith Edwards, Melissa Long, and Brent Trentham.
Good evening. Melissa has the night off. What is supposed to be a very festive day has turned tragic for a family in Garrett. A house caught fire early this morning while a mother and her two young children were sleeping. They never made it out of the home alive. 21 Alive's Diana Lee joins us now from the site on Randolph Street. Diana, investigators quickly found what caused the fire. What was it?
Well, Keith, it was a halogen light that apparently shorted out and caught the furniture and the curtains on fire. Now, it happened in this corner room right there. That's the living room. And apparently the mother and her two children were in an upstairs bedroom that is directly over the living room. 3 o'clock Christmas Eve morning, firefighters arrived on the scene to find this house engulfed in flames. Two reports that 3 people were trapped inside.
Gonna be here a while. And then get out trucking in here, people trapped inside, and we just kind of sink. And
they never made it out alive. And this is all that's left to the house where the mother and her 2 young children died. Matt Hartman, a Garrett Police Reserve officer, was called out early this morning to help. Hartman says the deaths are difficult for the emergency workers too.
And it's stressful. It's hard on people, especially the firemen that actually find the people inside. It's just something that it's hard for everybody to deal with, really.
The state fire marshal's officers say there was a short in a halogen light that was in the living room, and it sparked either curtains or furniture on fire. The fire spread quickly. The grandfather, who was on the first floor, escaped out of a window but couldn't rescue his family members.
He said that smoke woke him up, and he came out this far window here, broke out the window, came out the window. Tried to get back in, couldn't get back in because of smoke and heat.
Perhaps this is the greatest tragedy. Dean says they found 2 smoke detectors without batteries. And he says he believes working smoke detectors could have saved their lives. And here are the names of the 3 victims. It was 23-year-old Consuela Trail, neighbors called her Connie, 3-year-old Tori Trail, and 1-year-old Tessa Trail. Now, the grandfather, Todd Hickman, is at St. Joseph Medical Center. He is in stable condition. The grandmother, Georgia Hickman, was not home at the time. So, Keith, you know, on what's supposed to be a very festive event, like you said, turned into tragedy here in Garrett. Reporting live from Garrett, I'm Diana Lee. It is back to you.
Indeed, a tragic story. Our prayers go to the family. Thank you, Diana, for that report. Now, here in Fort Wayne, firefighters were kept busy this afternoon. Fire crews were called to the 4500 block of Smith Street just after 3 this afternoon. The blaze took about 3 minutes to bring under control. No one was home at the time, and there were no injuries there. A Columbia City man is spending Christmas Eve behind bars, charged with a fatal hit-and-run accident that took a life of a Huntington man. 23-year-old Colby Kieran was arrested early this morning in Columbia City. Police say he was driving the pickup truck that struck and killed 22-year-old Gumet Badwal as he ran across Coliseum Boulevard around 9 o'clock last night. According to police, Kieran called Whitley County Police once he arrived home and told them he thought he hit something while in Fort Wayne. Police believe alcohol may have been a factor in the accident. Kieran has been charged with leaving the scene of a fatal accident. In Lima, Ohio, a 22-year-old shoplifting suspect is behind bars after hitting a Walmart door greeter with his car. 22-year-old Corey Hughes of Lima is being held without bond, charged with felonious assault and petty theft. Police say Hughes set off a store security alarm and fled in his car, hitting 61-year-old Donald Anderson. Hughes wrecked his car in the parking lot and was apprehended. Most people would say the 27-year-old Michael Barrett is lucky to be alive tonight. The Defiance man was driving his pickup on Landon Road in New Haven when he collided with a train around 11:30 last night. Barrett was taken to Parkview Hospital, where he was treated and released. The few remaining employees are being evacuated right now from a Denver mail facility where a man armed with a shotgun is holding at least 4 employees hostage. The situation began 3 hours ago at the shift change. The facility is the size of several football fields, and some workers are said to have started a prayer group. Postal officials say the man used to work for the post office. Police have talked with the gunman. They say no one has been hurt thus far. The same jury that convicted Terry Nichols in the Oklahoma City bombing trial now has the option to consider the death penalty. This morning, a federal judge has rejected defense arguments that Nichols shouldn't face death because jurors decide he didn't set out to murder anyone. The jury yesterday convicted Nichols of conspiracy and involuntary manslaughter in the Oklahoma City bombing, but jurors cleared him of murder. The jury meets again Monday for the sentencing phase of that trial. Santa may need some rain gear tonight. Let's check in with Brent Tranum at the 21 Alive Weather Center. Brent, it's coming down pretty heavy out there.
It is a real mess out there, Keith, tonight, but temperatures are above freezing, and across the tri-state we'll continue to see a general rain this Christmas Eve. It is snowing heavily out to the west, and if you have travel plans tonight and tomorrow, that could be a problem. Coming up, a look at the radar with your complete holiday forecast. Keith?
Yes, indeed. Drive carefully tonight. Brent will have that for you in just a few moments. And in medical matters, a new drug has been approved that could bring relief to many with arthritis. Plus, all those Christmas toys need batteries. Consumer Reports tells you which rechargeable ones are worth the money.
Hi, I'm Chris Jefferson, stationed at Spangdahlem Air Base, Germany. I'd like to wish my sister and her family a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
He comes when it's dark and it's snowing and we are fast asleep. He rides his reindeer. Don't supposed to see him when he comes because he only comes when you're sleeping, because he knows when you're awake. I kind of hear banging noises on the roof. I always leave milk and cookies out because Santa